Hey everyone, it's that Math Magician, and on this video, I'd like to talk about problem number 1 from our Checkpoint 6a. Now, Checkpoint 6a is all about solving an equation for a certain variable. In this case, for number 1, they want you to solve for x. And what that means is, given this equation here, we just want to isolate x and get all of the other variables and numbers to the other side of the equal sign. Okay, so I'm going to work through this problem and hopefully you can see exactly what it's asking to do. So first step is to go ahead and copy down our equation. Our equation is 2x minus 3y equals 9. Now I'm going to go ahead and write my x variable in a different color just so we can see that it's standing out and that is the variable that I want to get by itself. I want to isolate x. So first thing that I want to do is that I want to get x by itself, right? The whole goal of this is to solve for x and to isolate x on the left side. Well, right now, I have minus 3y on the right side of it, right? I'm subtracting 3y. I need to move this over to the right side. Okay, this is the first step that we want to take care of. So since I'm subtracting 3y, I want to zero this out so that I move it over to the right side. So the opposite of minus 3y is plus 3y. So I'm going to add 3y to both sides, and in doing so, this on the left side zeroes out, and so then I'm just left on the left side with 2x, which is what I want, right? I'm trying to isolate x by itself, and so far I have now taken off this minus 3y. Now I have 9 plus 3y, and I want to make sure you're being very careful. 9 plus 3y is not 12y. Okay, those are not like terms. We cannot add those two terms together. Okay, so I just want to make it very clear. We cannot combine those, so I'm just going to leave that as 9 plus 3y. I can't combine them. Okay, all right, I am almost done with this problem. The last step here is that I want to isolate x by itself. Well, it has a 2 on that x, right? 2 is multiplying this x. This is 2x, 2 times x. So in order to get rid of this 2, all I need to do is just divide this side by 2. And if I divide that side by 2, then I'm going to be removing that 2 on the left side, and then I'll have my x variable all by itself. But I'm also going to need to do that on the right side as well. Remember that we're always doing to one side what we do to the other side. So 2x divided by 2, well, these 2's become a 1, and I'm just left with my variable x by itself. I have now solved for x. All we have to do now is simplify this right side. Now I have a big fraction here, right? 9 plus 3y over 2. Now if I'm dividing by 2, I'm actually dividing each term here by 2. So what I can do is kind of split this big fraction up into 2 smaller fractions. So I end up with 9 over 2 plus 3y over 2. Okay? And now all we want to do is just simplify these numbers. So I'm going to have the x equals still here. Well, 9 divided by 2, that becomes 4.5 plus, and 3 divided by 2 becomes 1.5, and I just have to make sure I write the y on that as well. So I have rewritten this equation and solved it for x. Okay, I want to make it very clear though, very, very clear. This equation at the top and this equation at the bottom are exactly the same. They are exactly the same equation. All we did was isolate the x variable. Okay, we solved for x. Now if we wanted to, we could have solved for y, we could have switched this to a y, and we could have done these same steps here, but instead of isolating x by itself, we would have isolated y by itself. Alright, I hope this helped you out in seeing how we can isolate variables and solve for equations. I'll see you guys next time.